My counsel to anybody: if you don't love anybody's daughter, instead of killing them, hand them back to their father. Divorce is not allowed under any condition. But this is what I believe: it is better to be alive and there is no marriage than for you to die because of marriage.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to do like a quick one in the car. Yeah, I'm going to be reacting to a lot of videos I've seen online concerning the death of the Nigerian artist called OSINACHI. And you know, this story is trending and every single person is talking about it. A Christian, a Muslim, an unbeliever, like every single person is talking about this woman's story. Okay, and I'm doing this video because I myself have had conversations with friends, I've had with even people at work that know about the story. I've just talked to random people about it, my family, just, you know, airing our views, especially from the point of view of a Christian. Okay, yes, I'm saying it from the point of view of a Christian, and I'm saying this because everybody is blaming the church for this woman's death. Okay, domestic violence is not accepted. Nobody should stay in an abusive marriage. I mean, sometimes it's hard to preach these things when you're not experiencing it, or to talk about it when you're not in the person's shoe. I'll say that one for a fact. A lot of people keep blaming the woman. Why didn't she leave? Why did she stay? Why did she not speak out? Why did she speak out? Why did she not take advice from the people who she complained to? Blah 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 blah. Everybody has an opinion when it comes to things like this, especially when you're not the one in the person's shoe. Okay, you're not the one experiencing what the person is experiencing. Or I mean, it's easier for us to give advice to people, especially when it comes to things that we just have head knowledge of, as opposed to having an actual real life experience of these things. Okay, so I feel like that's one part of what I want to say. Like, everybody just giving opinion and saying what she should or should have not done. Of course, they've never experienced it. Some people are giving this advice, they themselves are even experiencing it. They're in the same abusive marriages. They're the same marriages with people that are domestically abusing them physically. And I mean, when it comes to abuse is very vast: physical, emotional, psychological, financial. There are so many kinds of abuse. Okay,
don't marry him if he's abusive. Now, I don't care whether it is physically, emotionally, verbally, psychologically, social medially, I don't know. Whatever way, if he's abusive, it's a no-go. That's a good time to just run for your life.
A killer marriage is a nonsense marriage. And I'm not talking of physical killing. There are people who can finish their wife or husband emotionally, psychologically, mentally. This woman is a shadow of her life. This man is not a man anymore. Hypertension, ulcer, pressure, arthritis, because of a useless personality in the name of a husband.
Like I said, it's just to give advice when you're not in the person's shoe, or when you have not experienced what the person has experienced or is experiencing, or even you yourself who's giving advice, you're also experiencing that. But truthfully, sometimes it's hard to leave. Sometimes people stay back in those marriages because they have faith that things will turn around. Sometimes they also stay because truthfully they love this person. But that being said, if you're in a relationship where you feel like you're abused, and especially when the abuse is life-threatening, you should not stay for any reason, because there's no way I'm going to love somebody who is abusing me physically. I can't love somebody truly who treats me the way I'm not supposed to be treated. Anyway, that's by the way. But the main reason why I'm doing this video today is because everybody is blaming the church. I've analyzed this church matter with my sisters, with my friends. I've had my opinion too, which I think after one or two persons talked to me and gave their own opinion, I kind of had to like go back and analyze the one I've said, my thoughts, and kind of rethink and kind of make sure what I'm saying is actually worth saying before I say it even in the public. Okay, yes, everybody's blaming the church, everybody's blaming the pastors, everybody's blaming, You know, I'm gonna leave some comments that I've seen online that people have made, even a post, even some people have done like physical posts. I even went back to so many years ago. I think one other actress referred back to one post that Pastor Dr. Enenche's wife did, I think in 2019, and I felt like they read and just picked her words out of context. You did not read to the end of it. I'm going to put in the screen right here. What she said was that it's better to go into a marriage with a clear eye understanding than be in an abusive marriage. So what she was trying to say in that post, that prepare, date right, get ready before you go into a marriage. Better to go into a marriage ready, date right, than going and having to divorce. But a lot of people take things out of context. They want to blame the church, they want to blame the pastors. I mean, yes, who knows, she's dead now, so we can say this and say that. What if she went to her pastor truly and told the pastor what she was going through? And what if the pastor actually advised her to leave and she didn't leave? What if even the pastor would have even tried to found other people to help talk to her, but she wanted what she was telling the pastor to be private? There are a lot of ways that we can analyze this thing. I mean, if I go to my pastor personally with my problem, I do not expect them to go talking about it, except I say it is okay. I mean, a pastor can advise you based on a godly standard, maybe not directly telling you leave the marriage, because trust me, if somebody goes to a pastor or goes to just even a regular person and tells them that they are going through this in marriage and blah 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 blah, what should I do? I mean, if sincerely the pastor or the person who they're talking to really knows that they should leave the marriage and tells them to leave the marriage, tomorrow is going to be used against them. Everybody's gonna say, oh, the pastor asked them to leave, oh, the elder asked them to leave, oh, the counselor asked them to leave. I mean, sometimes, yes, these pastors and leaders and all, they know that the best thing for you to do is to tell you to leave. But I feel like if I'm the one, I'm going to give you this option, I'll put it all in front of you and let you make a choice. If I tell you, if you leave, these are the options, these are the advantages, and not, if you stay, I'm going to lay it all out for you and let you make a choice. Because truthfully, if a pastor goes straight and tell a woman, leave your marriage, tomorrow when they ask her, or when something happens or so, or even maybe, I don't know, they're going to end up saying, well, I left because my pastor had asked me to leave. I mean, you guys know how this world is. You can never eat your cake and have it. You can never do things and people are not going to find a way to judge you. Even if it's the right thing you did or said, they're going to still find a way to use it against you. So I'm like saying, everybody calling the church, everybody calling pastors. I've watched a lot of, in fact, it's not like before. Right now, pastors are preaching truth messages that comes with truth. You know, pastors are talking about marriages, divorce, but they're emphasizing more on dating rights, on making sure that, even I think I watched one of Pastor Enenche's video where he said that if you think that you cannot, this marriage is not for you, one day to the wedding, please do not go ahead with the marriage.
Don't encourage anybody to enter relationships that you will break. But I've seen people say the next day to marriage, say, I'm not sure of this thing. I am not sure of this thing. Wedding cards are prepared, everything is ready, but I am not sure of this thing. They step out. It may be very, very brutal, and nobody should ever put another person through such. But marriage, wedding that didn't hold, is better than marriage that is a hell.
I watched a couple of videos. I watch a lot of videos of Pastor Funke as well. I've heard her several times talks about this thing. I think it was from her or her daughter-in-law that I heard, that I officially heard the saying that the covenant of life is greater than the covenant of marriage. I mean, they preach these things, but we don't listen in church. We don't listen. If you watch Pastor Kingsley and his wife Mildred Okonkwo, everything they emphasize is dating right, meeting the right person, making sure it's the right thing. Don't stay in an abusive marriage. But I've heard people who have also said that those ones are not pastors, they are just relationship coaches and all that. I mean, when it comes to ministry has different facets or different angles. Somebody can be a minister who's called to marriage. Someone can be a minister who is called to prophecy. Somebody can be a minister who is called to different things. Somebody can be a children's minister. Somebody can just, I mean, I've legit heard somebody say Pastor Kingsley is not a pastor, he's a relationship coach or a counselor. And I mean, if we don't start making this thing right from the church, where else do we want to make it right? The church makes a good society when everybody is doing things the right way, the godly way. The country, the society, the community is going to be right. So I'm just here to, you know, do this video and just say that please stop blaming the church. This woman is dead now, so we don't even know what she said and what she did not say. She can't come out and tell us who told her this and who did not tell her that. She can't really tell us exactly why she stayed back in this marriage. But we know there are so many reasons why people stay back in abusive marriages. I've done a video like that in the past, why people stay in abusive relationships and all. And trust me, most of the time people stay because they have faith, especially Christians. You don't want to just give up on it. You want to make sure you've done your best. But at the same time, if you're in an abusive relationship, especially one that is life-threatening, and you don't really want a divorce, please separate. Go and get yourself in a safe place first, where you know that your life can be safe. I mean, even I always say this, like, before you even go ahead to divorce, separate first. Move apart. Move, like, if it's life-threatening, you move and stay in separate spaces. But if it's not life-threatening, but it's something that is, it feels like it's making your marriage not work, don't just go outright and divorce, because most of the time, most divorced couples end up regretting it. I don't know if I'll say most or some, but I mean, at least try separation first. And I've heard this preaching also from Pastor K. He usually tells people to separate first and give it a shot and kind of go talk to counselors and try to see if you can make it work or not before you go and get a divorce. But if your life is in danger, move out of that space, okay? Because I always say this thing, I say it a lot, that you don't know what will actually end somebody. It might not even be regular beating. Some people, just one argument and your spouse will push you to the wall. You might bang your head and that's it. You know, brain injury, something very detrimental. People hit their head on the wall, on the floor, and they just die. And it has nothing to do with whether it's a man pushing. I mean, both men and women experience abuse in marriage. So basically, I've said a lot of things in this video, but the most important thing is that I want people to rethink what they're saying. Do not blame the church. The church is not to be blamed. And by the way, the Bible is made available for everybody, so you cannot categorically blame your pastor. The same way the pastor has a relationship with God, he hears from God. You know, God has made himself available for everybody. You yourself can find God personally. You yourself can know God personally. You yourself can hear from God personally. So I just wanted to stay here. Of course, no perfect time to make a video, but I'm in the car and I've just thought about this. Then I say, you know what, I'm going to make this video, especially now that this whole topic and story is trending. So if people come across video, will know not to blame the church, not to blame the pastor for her death. Okay, yeah. So thank you for watching. My name is Mabel. I create content around family, relationship, beauty, lifestyle, and just general stuff. Okay, so if you're just seeing me for the first time, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, okay? And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.
I've heard a lot of women say things like, oh no, he didn't mean it, or he does something really mean, you know, talks down on you, very condescending in public, he's nasty, he's mean, and then he has a way of just buying you gifts to just make it. It's not all right. Oh, he didn't mean, no, it's not all right. If he's abusive, it is a horrible way to live. Some people say things like, oh, but he's never hit me. But his words are hitting you daily. He says things like, you're stupid. He says things like, I don't even know I'm stuck with you. He says things like, I'm even doing you a favor by being with you. No one is doing you a favor by being with you. You are the prize. I say this all the time to ladies. You are the prize. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. So you are the good thing. You are the favor pipe. Without you, there's no favor. So every man that meets you should actually see it as a privilege to have you in his life. So if a man makes you feel less than you are, whether he's hitting, if he's hitting, he can't even be hitting you. Why is he hitting you? Let me not be angry. Why is he hitting you? No, let's stop and think about it for a few minutes. Why is he hitting you? No, he's not hitting you. If he's threatening to hit you, you know, if he's giving you body, body, like he's threatening to slap you, you run for your life. Run for your life. I know someone who, and you know the bad thing about abuse? Abuse is, it has a way of suppressing you till you start accepting it as if it's normal. So I know of a woman who her husband would beat her. Hey God, I'm still angry just thinking about it. My whole body's shaking. He would beat her. He beat her one day with a plastic chair in their house. Beat her until the chair was broken. How does another human being break a chair on you? And she was crying and blocking. Because I had to ask her, I say, so, no vex, because I'm about to switch. No vex, as they beat you, what do you do? She said, oh, I'm dodging. I said, they dodge. Hey, God. So let's not. I'm not teaching you guys violence, but let's just say just run for your life. Let's leave it there. If a guy is abusive, just run for your life.
After we're married, he's going to change. Listen to the next thing I'm about to say. Marriage does not change people. After we're married, he's going to change. Listen to the next thing I'm about to say. Marriage does not change people. Marriage amplifies who people are. Marriage is like money. Money takes on the character of the owner. If you're a bad person and you have money, you will be baddest. That's what we call money misruled. You'll be very unkind. You'll be wicked. Because money is an amplifier. If you're a kind person and you have access to money, you're going to be very kind. It's the same thing with marriage. People hardly change. It is what is on their inside that marriage amplifies. Even when we talk about you marrying a Christian,